Hey,
Welcome back.
how's it going? You got that sweat between your legs right now going on? You can wipe that off. We won't judge you.
Yeah, just take a paper towel and just like all you gotta do is give it a.
You even take a paper towel. You just take your hand and wave it around in the air until it dries off, and then
Sure.
you keep doing that.
Or you could bunch up your underwear. You could take your underwear off and bunch it up, and just give it a good long
Just
wipe
so good.
along the inside of each of your legs, and then you just toss that.
Yeah.
Toss it.
Oh, it feels good. Feels good, doesn't it? Yeah. Welcome back to Sword and Crossbow. We are your purveyors of disgust.
Your hosts of horrible.
your hosts of horrible. That's a good one. Your terrible
Tutors.
What? I've never seen that happen. Come on, hit me. Oh yeah, we
We're
get to do the
your
thingy.
trombone trolley.
Trombone trolley. It's like on Urban Dictionary now.
For real.
Okay, how do you get down there?
I like that infinity sign is on the door.
It's pretty cool. Wow, it's so impressive. Dude, did you ever watch those like Disney Channel original movies? Or those Nickelodeon movies?
You mean like Halloween Town?
Oh, dude, those movies
Dude,
were
Halloween
so
Town
good.
was rad.
Those movies were dope.
Those movies were dope until they
straight
recast Marnie in the friggin' the third movie, and it was some
did they?
other girl. Yeah, it was some other girl
dude, it's
who
always
was not her.
I hate when movies franchises do that. When
You know
they've
what movie-
established.
You know what movie was awesome?
Hmm.
Smart House.
Yes, that movie was so uncomfortable
Dude.
and awesome.
And Katie Seagal was the house mom hologram.
Who's Katie Seagal? You'll have to remind
She
me.
is the mom from Married with Children.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. And she's just awesome.
You know, as a kid, you like watch that movie, and then it gets to the part where like things start to turn for the worse, and you're like uncomfortable as hell because you're like, oh wait, but I thought this movie was fun.
Yeah, wait, I thought the Smart House was supposed to be good mom.
Remember Agent Cody Banks?
Yeah, of course.
That movie was great.
I can't forget Agent Cody Banks, sadly. Do you remember when Ian McShane gets horribly eaten by micro machines in that
Nanobots!
movie?
Yeah, he gets eaten by the nanobots.
I love how I said
Absolutely.
micro machines like the little toy cars.
He gets horribly eaten by micro machines.
Just imagine like an army of little toy cars like swallowing Ian McShane whole.
These are just the random 80s, 90s movies that we love.
That was early 2000s.
Oh, shoot.
I'm pretty sure
Oh.
Agent Cody Banks was a 2002 movie. But
oh, goodness, it seems I've forgotten.
you know what that really makes me sad about is the fact that Agent Cody Banks probably doesn't even remember he was in that movie.
Dude, that is such a tragedy. That is
Yeah, man.
so insane. I need to look at that. Like, we need to watch a video on that. We've talked about it. Oh, wow. We've talked about it before on the channel that...
But not at length. Not ad
that
nauseam.
what's his name again? Malcolm in the Middle?
Frankie Muniz?
Frankie Muniz. He does not remember his time acting in Malcolm in the Middle.
In anything.
Or,
He does not remember his time acting.
That is so insane.
It is.
He's like, why do I have all this money? Like, just like really confused and scared, but also pleasantly like, oh yeah.
Oh, I have money at least.
Oh, come
Okay.
on. Oh no, oh no. I'm gonna die here, man.
But think about it, man. That dude is set. He literally does not have to do anything for the rest of his life.
Yeah, do you think he's that rich?
Yes.
Frankie Muniz?
Yes. He is most definitely that rich.
He just forgot that he was an actor, so he ended up saving all of his fortune. That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Or imagine you forget that you're a millionaire and you're like, wow, I have all this money. This must be really easy to come by.
Yeah.
Spend it all.
Just forget the concept of money. That's actually really insane. Yeah, no, I remember Cody Banks was really good. I feel like the first Transformers movie had the same, like,
Energy.
spirit as Cody Banks. Yeah.
Yeah, you're totally right. It did.
It started out with that, you know what I mean? Did you not know about that? Neither did I. I've never played this game before.
What?
Yeah, this is where you get the red ball of wax.
I don't know. I feel like I haven't discovered that. That's crazy.
This game is so good in in the sense that it is so lore heavy in context clues. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that about it. A game that doesn't hold your hand and say, and then the bad guys, they did bad things.
Right.
You know, a game that's not only like emotionally and mentally taxing with its themes, but it's also like, hey, slow down, read that. What does that say? What? Oh goodness! Oh, I forgot about that. You know, like I like a game that tells its story through context clues and like items and lore, as opposed to just like, here's a 50-minute cutscene where like this character dies, this one turns into a goat, and this one betrays you.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I freaking love JRPGs, and I'm totally okay with stuff like that.
I think it just depends on the game.
Yeah, true.
I think it's all just anecdotal.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But yeah, the reason I brought up Disney Channel movies is I was thinking of the Mermaid one. Do you remember the Mermaid one?
Vaguely.
The one where like that kid's mom was a mermaid, and then like he starts to turn into one and discovers.
Yes, I'm forgetting what that one's called, but I do know what you're talking about. I was just watching a video about that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh really? I can't remember what it's called. I just remember the scene where he's like drinking out of the water fountain, and like he just keeps drinking, and they're like, "Hey, slow down, you're gonna drown," and he doesn't because he's a mermaid man.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's a mermaid man and a barnacle boy.
And then his feet start looking like those cool shark flippers that you would get
Yes.
as a kid in the late 90s to early 2000s.
Dude, what the heck happened? Oh, I forgot about that.
Everything needed to start being branded.
Oh, yeah.
You now can't buy swimwear unless it's like Avengers branded swimwear.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks when you think about it. The 90s were such a beautiful, like, the 90s and early 2000s were such a beautifully, like, blissful time where, like, people just wanted cool things.
And they didn't have to be tied to any kind of incredibly popular property.
Yeah, exactly. I never thought of it as being, like how that guy just gets like, ah!
Yeah.
I never thought of it as being, like, a property issue, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it seems like these days you can't really have an item or like a thing unless it's like tied to something else, you know? It's like you wouldn't just be able to have your shark flippers anymore. They would have to be like the Meg branded, you know, shark slippers.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I think for some reason like we live in a day and age where like because of that, because licensing has become such a like an easy thing, now if you do something more original, it almost comes across as like cheap. To people, you know?
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, like people that like do Kickstarters and stuff like that?
Well, not even really that. I just mean like if you have something that's not necessarily like an owned by a corporation IP, and like you do something with that, you know, like people. I feel it
looks tacky.
Yeah, I think people feel like that would probably be cheap.
Is this it? Is this the boss room? Wow, we're already here on boss number 3?
Oh, yeah. This is boss number 3.
I will not die.
Oh, he's so cute and sleepy.
I love him. I love this man. Oh.
He's grumpy. You made him
He
mad.
is angry. Don't you think you'd feel bad after that? You'd be like, oh, that's my favorite statue.
I broke my statue.
I actually really liked it.
That's the statue of my mama who used to hold me in place.
Who used to hold me when I went to sleep. Here's a little grumpy boy. Oh! Anyways, yeah, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, I agree with you, actually. I feel like people just, like, don't give things chances anymore. I didn't even see that there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of inclined to agree with you as far as that goes.
Everything has to be very specific, very, you know, laid out already before it even gets a chance to be anything. And it kind of sucks.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't say what I'm saying like under the pretense that there are no chances for new IPs or anything to flourish, because I don't.
No, but it almost seems like the case sometimes.
Yeah, people seem to want to stick with things that are very already established, things that have only existed within like the last 40 years at least. Yeah, it's interesting. I hope that we get to a point where like new IPs I think it's just because we've like reached this singularity in our culture now, you know, where like people
Dead.
I don't know, like awareness has kind of like reached a certain height, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'll lament that kind of like idea for a while, but then at the end of the day, it's just like,
Yeah.
me, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
But I agree with you. I think that there's a charm that like the 90s and 2000s had that was kind of like lost in time.
Yeah. But I feel like in essence, like that is a byproduct of literally everything.
Yeah, it's just it's strange because like consumerism was already so like heavy-handed and like
Rampant
since like the 40s.
Yeah.
And then 50s, and like consumerism was,
and we've continued to find ways to like make consumerism bigger when like it already feels like it's kind of like reached its logical conclusion.
Yeah, that's why like I think about music a lot, and I always think like, what next? Where is it gonna go now? You know, it's kind of crazy to think about. But
and the nice thing is that there's still innovators out there that find ways to do that. You know, like people will sit there and say that there's nothing new under the sun, but I very much doubt that. You know,
right? No, I agree. I just think that maybe it was the internet. Maybe the internet was the biggest mistake.
Well, I feel like the internet has definitely put a cap on progress.
Oh yeah, we got this scary scene here. Forgot about this. Look at those eyebrows right there.
Yeah.
Her mouth isn't moving.
I love
this game
how
sucks.
Detailed they made her.
I know, she's a fit girl.
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw this, I was so horrified.
Yeah, for real.
I was just like, oh my god. Oh. I think I actually missed one after the first boss. That was supposed to upgrade our health.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure that that's like one of those... It's you know, one of those situations in a game where it's like every time you beat a boss, you get a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Well, yeah, we've made our way along in this game so far. I think...
We might actually get through this playthrough relatively quickly.
Yeah, I think we've made some pretty good progress. Oh my goodness, I need to not get killed. But, yeah... On that note, I think it's time to say good night or good afternoon, depending on what time you're watching this.
You know the rules, and so do I.
It's time to
say goodbye.
Say goodbye. It's such a good meme.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you more than you know. And we'll see you next time on Sword and Crossbow.
Right here on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.